Hello and welcome to Day 7 of our Women of Advent podcast. I'm Sarah.
I'm Mandy.
And I'm Tammy.
And today we're focusing on joy and recognizing God's presence and how it shows up in surprising ways. So we open this question of what are some ways that you've seen joy spring up unexpectedly in your ministries?
I'll go first because I start kind of lower. I do a lot of grief work, and so for me, it's always surprising and also beautiful when joy shows up amidst grief. Particularly, I often start memorial services naming that it's okay to laugh and or cry at a funeral because the joy comes alongside the grief. And so it's just, joy will often spring up when people are remembering someone that they love. And out of that deep love and loss, there's still joy. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think for me, preaching is one of the things that has given me surprising joy. When I started seminary, I actually had words with God and told him that I would only go if he made sure I never preached. So that's not going very well. But I get really nervous in front of people. It makes me incredibly anxious, but as I've grown in it and worked at it and had really beautiful opportunities to do it, I've experienced a lot of joy in it too. And for me, I know one of the ways that I connect best when someone is giving a sermon is when they share their story. So when they share vulnerabilities or mistakes that they've made or, just their life, that's how I can connect with God. I can, you resonate with someone who's speaking and sharing. And so it's really a joy to be able to give that gift to someone who might experience God the same way.
Oh, absolutely. I resisted preaching in a similar way and discovering joy in that and discovering the speed at which we can connect with other people and really do that sort of pastoral care that you are so good at, Tammy, to a large group of people as we engage with scripture, as we preach, and as we connect to that. Yeah. It's life-giving, and it's a way that we get to enter community that's sort of surprising, but also fraught, right? We're all fraught with all the stuff we have around it. Other than preaching, I've really been surprised at the miracles that God works for me in repairing relationships when I've done something wrong. Mm-hmm. And the joy that can spring up in those relationships where we might have started on rocky ground. Mm-hmm. I may have said the wrong thing or, not included them in some communication or something like that. And when I make a mistake, I can want to just avoid that person who is associated with the mistake.
For sure.
But when I approach those people and make it right, the relationship flourishes and I've got more of God's presence showing up between us and among us. And it just is something that I wouldn't think was going to happen.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, my sister-in-law was pregnant recently, and just the girls got so excited. My daughters were so excited seeing the baby move. And so this scripture just really speaks to me when you think of the baby jumping for joy inside. Because it's we see little movements, but it's this is joy.
Yeah.
And so whether it's reconciliation or just alongside the pain, I think it's great to remember this imagery of baby leaping for joy and how much movement and excitement there is in that.
Yes. My daughter Cora loves stories about how in my body she responded when I would get into a pool of water and she would jump. When I got into cold water, she would just So she loves to hear about being known before she was born. And I think we all crave that kind of being known.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So our rhythm for today is to take some time and pause and notice moments of unexpected joy. Share that joy with someone else. And if you have time, pop a comment down below.